Hi there, welcome to Floating in Books. This is my fall winter haul for 2025. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. Today I'm going to be showing you what I bought to update my wardrobe for the fall winter season. And as you can tell from the item I'm wearing and the items on the rail, there's really only two trends I really bought into, which is burgundy and the chocolate browns that we're seeing everywhere. So I'm first going to show you shoes because they're down here at the bottom, which you can't see right now. And then I'll chat to you about the shirt that I'm wearing because that's new, which I wasn't sure whether I had already shown you this, yes or no. So I decided to throw it on for the video so that I could still chat about it with you, just in case I hadn't shown it yet. And then I've got some Uniqlo here, some H&M pieces, a little bit of Sézane, some bits I picked up at Disney, and then some outerwear pieces. So that's going to be the order of this video. Let's get to the shoes first. So before I get to the things that I actually bought to update my wardrobe for the winter time, I couldn't help but still show you this. These I've already worn several times. These are the two pairs of shoes I picked up while I was in Japan. So a little bit of this is overlapping with my Japan haul. I think there were other items that I'm not showing you today. My mind kind of blanked when I was trying to find all of the items together. But I did show a Japan haul, and before I put everything back into my wardrobe, I did show you everything that I got. I think there's like a t-shirt or something like that that's missing. I didn't get a lot of clothing because even though Japan is rated really highly for their fashion sense and like the shopping you can do there, I do feel that a lot of clothing in Japan is one size fits all, which has never fit my body. So that's why I stuck to shoes, because that was something that I could buy. And these are the two items I was most excited for of all of the fashion items that I bought while I was in Japan. So I got myself some Onitsuka Tiger in the metallic green. These are the Mexico SD66 or whatever it is they're called. Looked these up online and I got them about 50% cheaper than what they would have cost me here. So that's good. And then I got this pair of tabby Nike sneakers. So I really feel that this is super trendy, and it's like a trend that's coming back to have like Mary Jane style sneaker. And I'm even seeing people promoting sneaker heels again, which is such a throwback to like the early 2000s when I was wearing things like that. I will not be doing the sneaker wedge anymore, but this I thought was really, really fun. It's just a like elasticated strap, and then it has the tabby toes. I did have to go out and buy separate socks for this as well when I was in Japan. So that is what I ended up buying while I was in Japan. These are Nike, by the way, in case you didn't know. There's called something like the Nike Air Rift. That's what they're officially called. I got them from ABC Mart, which is like a discount sneaker store that you find all over Japan. And I already spotted these when I was in Kyoto. And then I was really happy to find them in my size at an ABC Mart in Tokyo, in Akihabara. So I was able to hunt these down because I think they're like the right amount of Marmite, and they're a little bit differently from what you will find people wear here in Western Europe where I live. So I thought these could be a fun sort of like go between some of the trendy things that we see happening right now and that still fit my style. So they're definitely a little bit Marmite. I'm not sure this is for everyone, but they're very comfy. Then the final pair of sneakers that I got was to really give another injection of fall color into my sneaker collection. I got a pair of navy blue specials from Adidas. They're German, so I never know how to say it in English because people pronounce it differently, but Adidas. And they are also doing this style, which I had already ordered online, but I got it in the wrong size, and I actually prefer this colorway. These are the SL 76 OG, I believe that's what they're called. They're like a retro style pair, and they have this brown, burgundy, and butter yellow. So it's got a lot of trending colors going on, you could say. But I really like these, and they've been going really well with some fall outfits already. And then something I really wanted for like the fall winter season was a pair of Mary Jane style shoes in a bright red, which is again sort of like a micro trend. I feel we got some mesh editions over the summertime. There's like velvet versions that I've seen for fall, but there's only like with Mary Jane's, I can really struggle that the straps don't suit like my foot shape. So I have one pair of Mary Jane's that I already have in two different colors, and I find it in this bright red color on sale. They're by Vagabond. They're the Addison Mary Jane, I believe. I have them in the burgundy patent leather. I have them in the silver, which I got last year, because this is actually a style that they did last year. But then for spring, summer, they released this bright red color. And I had secretly been eyeing it up already, but I was like, do I really need the same pair of shoes in 3 colors? And now that they were like, they were like 40 euros off or something. I only paid 80 euros for them, while the original price is like 120. So these are just a really nice, and I know very comfortable pair of shoes. I wear the burgundy pair loads. And as far as a heeled Mary Jane goes, this is about the comfort level that I really wanted to have. So that's why I was like, I need these in my life, because it's such a fun color. And with the dark brown that you're seeing me injecting a lot into my wardrobe, I think it can be a nice sort of color clash. And another pair of shoes that I bought that I already own in a different colorway, again, something I've already worn. These are the Dr. Marten Lowell mock toe in the pony hair leopard print. So I already bought these in the dark chocolate brown with the crocodile print last spring when these first came out. And now for fall, they were doing it in this colorway, and they are like a boat style shoe, which you can tell from the toe box here. And then it's just a lace up shoe, and I think they are wonderful. So the minute these dropped on the website, I knew I wanted to get them. And I had given myself a little bit of time to go shopping at the end of my summer vacation, and they already had them in store. So I was able to try them on. They fit me perfectly, and they've been super comfy. And these are just in these are flat Mary Janes though. So not sure whether my feet are going to love this, but I saw actually one of my students wearing this pair of pony hair cow print Mary Jane style shoe, and I was like, oh, that's really fun. I used to own a pair of cow print slip-ons that were like Vans slip-ons, but off-brand. And I had to get rid of those because they pinched my toes a little bit too much. These are by Clarks. Not a brand I usually go to, but I just Googled cow print shoe, and this was one of the recommendations. I had a 15% discount because I had to sign up to the website. And because it's Clarks, it does have a cushiony sole, and it also has a little bit of cushion here in the back of the heel. These I haven't worn out yet, but if they are as comfortable as other Clarks shoes that I've had in the past, I know they're gonna work. And again, with this, the strap actually closes over my foot, which is always such a big issue with me and Mary Janes. And this way I felt I have the style that I like, and I can see myself wearing something like this a lot. A heeled Mary Jane is better for me because I don't like my feet to be too flat. But again, with this as well, there is a little bit of a heel here. So as far as ballet flats go, they're also not super rounded in the toe box. It's actually a little bit squared off, and they're not too narrow around here, which is what I was very afraid of. So I think these are going to be really comfortable. I just need to break them out. I only got them in the other day. And now I've panned the camera down a little bit to show you this next item. So if I untuck it from my jeans, I'll probably wear it tucked mostly. You can see how long this is on me. This is a vintage Marks and Spencer's burgundy blouse that I got on Vinted, and I really love the print of it. It's like burgundy velvet. I think this way you can see the print a little bit better, but it has this burned out design to it, which I really enjoyed. Like I said, I think this is originally from the 90s. Like, it's an actually true vintage piece, and I really think it looks really fun. It is really warm though. Really, really warm. So I know I won't be able to wear this anytime soon because for the fall weather we're having, it's a little bit too toasty, but come winter time, I can definitely bust it out. And we're seeing burgundy everywhere at the minute. So if you like the look of burgundy and you want to stock up, now's definitely a time. All right, next up is this little Uniqlo out combo. I don't think I would wear this out together necessarily. I'll pen you down in a second so you can see the trousers a bit better. But I got this Uniqlo merino wool t-shirt while I was still in Japan because I figured it would be perfect for the fall time. And you will have already seen me styling this up in my most recent weekend outfits. I think I also showed you some of the shoes already in that video too. But it's just really fun and easy. It's just this knitted top with a bit of a rib detail. And I need to pull the shoulders down just a little bit. And it just has a slightly longer sleeve, which is what I really enjoy. And then the trousers are also from Uniqlo. I ordered these online. They are a brown culotte wide leg style. So let me pan the camera down so you can see them a bit better. So I think this way you can see I'm just wearing socks today because else my feet get cold. But you can see they're really, really wide leg. It's almost like wearing a skirt, really, but you do have a slit in the middle. And they are essentially brown dress pants. That's the way they're styled. They have the pleat down the front. They have pretty deep, well-rounded pockets. And then they have an elasticated waistband. So I think I could have actually sized down in these, but then they probably would have been a little bit too tight, which is always my issue with Uniqlo. Like their tops fit me really well, but their bottoms can be a bit problematic. So it's like, I might as well just buy it a little bit roomier because with a belt, I can still make it work. And I really like this chocolate brown color, as you will have seen from the reel behind me. So I don't have too much of that color, which is why I invested in it mostly, because it just goes really well with the rest of my wardrobe and other things that I have. Very often, a lot of the browns we see are more like camel or tan colors, and those don't look right on me. But this really nice, deep chocolate brown goes with everything in my wardrobe. And then we're moving into H&M, and as you can see, I'm wearing a two-piece with this little gilet. I've kept the Uniqlo top on underneath it because I just think it's going to work out a little bit better. I don't have anything really that, well, there is something on the rail that I think I could pair with this, but that makes it very brown. I would probably go for like a cream or a beige with this for a bit of contrast. And then I've got the matching trousers. This set is from H&M. It was in their very early fall release, so I'm not sure if they still do it. The trousers were a million miles too long on me, so that's why I'm filming this haul now, because I just managed to set down the other day to shorten these trousers and another pair of trousers that I believe I already showed you over the summertime. But yeah, this is a really lovely, deep leopard print set. I don't think I'm going to be wearing this a lot as like a set, maybe for some occasions. I'm mainly thinking of wearing this as separates. That's one of the fun things with these kind of gilet sets, or if you have like a blazer with matching trouser pants, it's so easy to mix and match and create different looks all the time. So that's why I love them. And this is really comfortable. It is a thinner pair of like dress pants again. The ones from Uniqlo feel a bit heavier and they're a thicker fabric, but this is perfect for right now because sometimes these dress pants, especially because they tend to be made from polyester if you get them from H&M, they can be a little bit too cold when it gets truly, truly chilly, but for these like in-between days, it's perfect. So I can't wait to now be wearing these trousers now that I managed to shorten them. And here's just a quick look at what the trousers look like. They're just full length, and I think it matches really nicely together. But like I said, I think I will be wearing this with different tops, and I think this vest top is actually best with a nice dark blue denim like I was wearing in the intro of this video. Next up is another H&M piece, and it is this denim longer gilet. I love how it has this like V here so that it kind of flares out over your hip. It's like a peplum but without a peplum, I feel. And I thought it would be really, really fun. I don't think I would wear this to double denim, you could say, but with a trouser like this, I'm still wearing the Uniqlo top and the H&M trousers that I just showed you. And I think that with this like dark brown, and then for instance with a dark brown t-shirt or the dark brown turtleneck I'm about to show you underneath it, I think it can be a nice statement. But this can be worn with so many different things, and I like this style a lot, but I didn't want it in a like suit. Like the other gilet is in the same style as the trouser, it's like suit material, but this is a really nice deep dark denim, and I really wanted to have that because I just feel it makes a pretty structured item look a little bit more casual because of the fabric. And I love me some really deep dark denim. It's like my favorite thing, and the minute I can find something in that sort of color, I tend to snatch it up. And I did have to size up in this quite tremendously because it's very tailored and very fitted, but I feel like that just adds to it, you could say. So I really like the way this fits, and I still have to figure out how to style it exactly, but I am really liking this a lot. Next up is this dark brown sweater from H&M. It is a 100% wool sweater, which makes me really happy. Yet the fabric isn't super thick. It's actually a very sort of nicely pliable wool. Sometimes wool can be really thick and it can be a bit suffocating, but with this it isn't. It's quite drapey as well. So great for tucking in. You can have it tucked or untucked, whatever you want to do. Again, in this nice chocolate brown color. I got this in a medium, which usually I go for like a medium or a large because I want my sweaters to be like nice and comfy and cozy. And this is definitely that. So I really like the color of this. I did already get a little bit of makeup on the collar when I was trying it on when I first bought it, which is why I'm not wearing any makeup today, by the way, in case you're wondering. I usually wear makeup for all of my videos, but I like to have one makeup-free day a week to begin with. And whenever I do these hauls, I don't want to risk getting makeup on the new clothing that I'm showing you. So that's why I tend to go makeup free, because if there's one big pet peeve I have is to get makeup all over a collar. So there's that for sure. So yeah, this is a really lovely, a little bit high necked, but really comfy, cozy, very warm sweater. But because it is thinner, it's sort of like great for in between weather as well. So this is something I can be wearing really quickly. And like I said, it's in that chocolate brown color that I'm loving. And here we have the final item from H&M that I bought, which is a turtleneck in this chocolate brown color. I didn't have this color of turtleneck yet. I have loads of them in different colors, and I just didn't have a dark brown one yet. So I wanted to invest in that as well. And this way I feel like I've got all the dark brown after this haul in like all the different categories in my wardrobe where I would want to have it. So I think that kind of suits me really well. And this is just really nice. It does have a pretty tight turtleneck, so if you don't like that, like a lot of my turtlenecks are like half turtlenecks, so they don't have the double layer of fabric here, but this is so cozy for the winter time. And this brown turtleneck with the brown gilet that matches the trousers, I think it can be a good match. And then with like dark blue jeans, I think that's going to be a look I'm going to be rocking really, really soon. So yeah, this is just a really comfy, thinner material, but still really cozy material turtleneck from H&M. Next up are all of the Sezane items that I bought. I bought 3 items from Sezane. I love Sezane for their knitwear, so fall winter season is when I check out that website the most. And I spotted this cardigan in this beautiful taupe color. It's their Emile cardigan. I already have this in a bright red, so I felt having it in this neutral would be a nice addition to my wardrobe. And to my surprise, I really didn't have that much dark brown or brown knitwear to begin with. So in terms of cardigans, there wasn't anything there. There wasn't anything in my sweater collection. I was like, those are like little holes that I've identified. So this is just comfy because I already own this sweater in a different colorway. I know it's going to be comfortable. It does have mohair in, so if you don't like prickly sweaters, you're not going to like it. I tend to wear this mainly with a t-shirt and then wear it open. I actually already own a dark brown t-shirt, so I figured that that could be a nice layer underneath this, and then have this like opened on top. I think that can be really comfy. And with this, you can either, I think I sized up in the red one because I wanted it to be really billowy and oversized. This I got in the medium, which I actually think fits me really well as well. Like it's pretty oversized. It has this like cinching down here, so I do like to tuck it. And it still has a nice amount of drape, and then it has the balloon sleeve. And it's just a really comfortable sweater that I love wearing. I love the red one so much, but so far they didn't do it in a different colorway yet that I really felt added anything to my wardrobe. But this one is just my color. Taupey browns. We all know I love that. I love it in eyeshadow, but I also love it in clothing. And I am already wearing both of the 2 final items that I bought from Sezane. I'll pan down to show you the trousers in a sec, but it's also about this really lovely, almost reddish brown sort of sweater as well. Like I really like the look of it. Again, it has a little bit of mohair in, but it drapes really nicely. I did size up in this. I got it in a large because sometimes with Sezane knits, especially the ones that they make to look a little bit more tailored on the models, I like to size up in those so that they're still really nice and snuggly. Fabric-wise, this feels very similarly to the Gaspar and Berry sweaters that they already do. The Gaspar has a round neck, the Berry has a V-neck. I have two, like one of each of those already. And I think this is called Othello, if I'm not mistaken, but it just has different buttons down the front. It does button up all the way, and this is very warm. Let me tell you, this is a little bit too toasty for right now. So I will be wearing this in the wintertime. Again, a little bit of that billowiness to the sleeve, which is what I love about Sezane knits. And again, the drape. If I untuck it, here is what it looks like. It's got a little bit of stretch to it as well, which helps with the draping. With Sezane, I have found that you do need to read the care label very carefully. I ruined my first ever Sezane sweater in the wash. Don't have it tumble dry. Just don't. I tend to wash all of my Sezane knitwear on the gentlest cycle of my washing machine, and it can go into the washing machine just fine. Just don't tumble dry it. That's my recommendation there. But yeah, I love the look of this. I love this color on me, and that's why I decided to keep it. I wasn't sure when I bought it because I wasn't sure it was going to be the right color of brown, but because of the red undertone, I feel it really works. And here is that trouser. It is a sort of medium waist cottony material in this beautiful brown gingham print. It's the Marten crop, which is why I can wear this, because Sezane trousers are notoriously long. But this is a cropped version. They do a couple of their designs in what they call le crop. And that's what this is. And I've been wanting a pair of trousers from this Marten line for a while. I think last year or the season before that, they did it in this like tartan checker print, but that one sold out super quickly and I couldn't get my hands on it. But this time around, I got it in this beautiful gingham brown tint. And what I didn't know until I had placed the order is that this trouser on the model is paired on the model with this sweatshirt or with this this knitwear. So I didn't see that until after I had ordered it. So maybe my brain was secretly primed to be buying this combo. And it is a really beautiful combo, but I think the trousers themselves, for instance, with that denim gilet I showed you, will work really well. And I think I already have loads of other things in my wardrobe to wear with this pair of trousers. And the fabric of this feels really nice. It's like this really thick woven material, actually. So it feels really sturdy. It feels like a true fall winter pant because it does have a little bit more structure to it, and because the fabric is thicker, it's also going to keep your legs warm. Final two sort of sweatery items. I bought this when I was in Disney last week. I didn't vlog it for you guys because it was like, I'm going to be doing essentially the same things as I did last year. So you can watch last year's Paris vlog if you want to. I went in September last year to go to Disney and to head into town. And this time around, it was a little bit later in the year, so it got cold when it started to rain. And I was only wearing a blouse that day, so I sort of bought this out of emergency. And if you're seeing, like, I think those already went up. So if you see the videos that I posted through like last weekend over on my main channel, and you saw this top of blue, this was the sweater I was wearing in that video. You couldn't see the Disneyland, but that's okay. And I just thought, like, it's so cozy that I can see myself wearing this more so as lounging around the house, filming videos in, that sort of thing. And I really enjoy this blue color on me. So it just says Disneyland Paris, and it has Mickey Mouse, and it has the day the parks opened here in Europe, and then it has Discoveryland, Walt Disney Studios, and the Hollywood Tower of Terror. And then it just says Walt Disney, and it has a quote from Walt Disney on it. So I thought that would be fun. It also came in gray, and they did a t-shirt version in a really beautiful green color, but I knew I probably wouldn't be wearing the t-shirt all that much. I thought I would get more wear out of this sort of sweatshirt sort of idea, especially because I could wear it straight away and be a little bit warmer because it got cold around dinner time. So yeah, this is just something I purchased out of necessity. But there was one other thing that was really on my wish list. So I knew from watching videos that Disney also does fleece jackets. And I love me a fleece in the wintertime. I'm already wearing fleece jackets when I get a little cold at night now. But in the wintertime, when I'm at home, I live in these things. So it's good to have a couple of hand. I got a couple from Lucy and Yak last year. And I thought this time I could buy myself this really oversized. They only had really large sizes left. But I was like, you know what? It's a fleece jacket. It's okay if it's a bit oversized because it means it's extra snuggly and warm. It has the Disney logo on the front, again, with the established in 1992. And then it has Mickey on the back. So I really like the look of this. They also did a brown one, but it had Grumpy on the back. Those they did still sell in smaller sizes, but I was like, I like the brown. It was this like camely brown color though, so not my best color. And I'm not a huge fan of Grumpy. And they also did a blue one, but it had Stitch. So I was like, I want the Mickey one. So I decided to get myself a Mickey fleece. It has pockets off to the side here. And then it just has a quarter length zip. Oh, this is so nice and cozy already. It's too warm though for right now. Like I'm wearing this right now and I'm like, whew, that's warm. So I'm going to be sticking to my H&M fleece for a while there, but this is going to be lovely. Like if I get sick over the winter time or during Christmas break and I just want to read all day, it's like a blanket you can wear. You know what I mean? So this is just going to be for lounging around the house in again. Nothing I'm going to be wearing out much, I'm going to say. But yeah, I just thought this could be a nice and cozy find for sure. And then finally, I have some outerwear pieces. This is something I've already been wearing quite a bit. It's a jacket from Monkey. It's perfect for in-between weather. I really wanted a shorter length jacket with one of those corduroy contrasting colors, and it's sort of like a denim fabric, but then it's like this dirty browny blue. I really like the look of it. It has some buttons here, and it has a two-way zip down the front. It just has pockets. It's a really nice, easy jacket to just throw on. Ooh, my bike keys are still in there, but yeah, it's been something I've been wearing a lot, and now that my blue denim jacket is actually a little bit too cold, this is like the perfect in-between because it does have lining and it's a little cozier. It's not as thick as the other denim jacket that I have that is lined, that has like a teddy collar. That's even warmer than this is. This is just that perfect in-between sort of lighter weight jacket that I know I can get a lot of weight, like a lot of wear out of. And as you can see, it's again brown. Can we sense a theme here? I did already have a long style like car coat. I actually have a waxed long line coat, which is like the H&M version of a Barber jacket that also has the corduroy collar and cuffs, but it's like down to my ankles. So for riding my bike, it's not that practical actually, but I wore it a lot in Scotland last year when I went to Edinburgh, and it's been wonderful. And that actually has a removable lining. This is a little bit thinner, I feel. It still works, but yeah, it's the style I wanted to go for. And the minute I spotted this, I was like, oh, that's exactly what I was looking for. Like, it's sort of like, is there something about this shade that I really enjoy? It's like brown, but it still looks like denim, and it sort of looks like the perfect worn-in level. And I just found it through the H&M app because Monkey is, of course, an H&M brand. So H&M has started to sell all of their brands through their app, which I find really helpful. So I don't have to go to like 5 different websites anymore. So yeah, this is just a really fun jacket that I think I can get loads of wear out of. This next item I'm not going to throw on because I'm starting to overheat, but I got a new raincoat. I was pushed this as an ad on Facebook. I'm never on Facebook, but it's from Hema. I do already own raincoats. I have 2 that can be layered over other coats, which is fine, but this can be worn by itself. It actually has lining, so you could, like if it's like winter time and it's raining, I can just wear a thicker sweater underneath it and this by itself, and I'm going to be warm enough. And this has 2 things that my other coats don't have. I actually have a rain like poncho type situation that is a little bit shorter and it doesn't have full length sleeves. So when it's raining, the sleeves of my coat still get wet, which is a bit of a shame. And the long line coat I have that does have long sleeves doesn't have a hood. Well, it has a hood, but it doesn't have like a hood that protects your face. Like whenever I try to ride my bike and I put that hood on, it just flies right off my head because there are no strings to keep it in place. And this actually has all the things you need if you live in a windy place to keep it in place. So this is sort of like combining the two things I like about my two other raincoats. And I did it in this stunning burgundy dark red shade. So you knew I was gonna like it. It's full length. It goes all the way down. It's sort of like calf length for me. So this is going to be perfect while riding a bike, because that means that it's going to stay on top of my knees when I do cycle, which is always important, because when your jeans get wet when you cycle, that's like the worst feeling in the world. I do have rain trousers as well that I can just like pop on over things. Haven't needed it yet, but I felt this one was sort of like, when you put it on, it looks like a trench coat, but it's a raincoat at the same time. Like this can withstand, like, what was the factor? Like 5,000 whatever milliliters of water, which for rainy weather in the Netherlands, it's fine. It has full length sleeves, and you can actually tighten the sleeves so no moisture can get into your sleeve. The only thing I'm slightly worried about, where were they? These holes. Can you see that? It's like an air hole, but it's open. So if you get super soaked, doesn't water then get in through that? That's the only thing I'm worried about. But it has a, let me see if I can show you like this. It has a full zip placket that also has the double layer on top. It has the hood with the flap, so it protects your face from the rain. I just thought this was nice. It was a bit expensive, but I was like, if this can give me what those other two raincoats aren't giving me, then this could be the raincoat of choice. The only downside to this is that it's pretty big and bulky, so it's not something you can take with you on the go. I actually have my full-length raincoat folded up into a little package hanging from my coat rack so that I can grab it when I see it's raining before I leave out, like get out the door. But my poncho thing is actually near my bike, because it's so thin and lightweight that you can like put it in your bike bag, or even like roll it up and put it in your backpack when you go to work. So that's easier to take with you on the go. This can just function like a coat would, which is something I've not owned before. So I hope it's going to be warm enough also when the weather cools down a little bit. But I have to say, this year we haven't had the amount of rain where I really feel I need to protect myself against it. At least not at times where I have to go out. Let me correct that by saying, because we had a storm last week, but I was in France and I was able to not have to go anywhere until that rain went away. So I didn't get that wet yet so far. Like, I haven't gotten soaked to the bone. But yeah, practical to have something like this in the kind of weather that we have over here. So practical yet stylish. And that's it. Those are all of the items I wanted to show you. This was also the sweater I had selected for myself to be wearing today and lounge around the house in. So I've now changed into the outfit I'm going to be wearing until the end of the day anyway. So that's practical. So I really hope you enjoyed watching this video today. A nice little update of all the bits that I purchased to update my wardrobe for the fall winter season. I'll be back with a video like this whenever I have enough to show you again. That's sort of how this video works on my channel. Sometimes you get one every couple of months. Sometimes it can take up to 6 months until I show you anything, because I'm not buying as many clothes as I used to, because I just have so many things that I still love. So unless those things wear out or I have to get rid of them or they need replacing, I'm not really in any mood to be buying loads of different things unless there's like a color that is trending that I now know I can get a lot of. That's usually how it works in my brain. Like, now you can get burgundy and dark brown really easily, and then next year it's not going to be anywhere. So might as well stock up on it now, and then I can hang on to it for the next like 10 years. And then by the next trend cycle, when that rolls around, I can just like pull those items out of my wardrobe and go like, hey, I still have this. I had this conversation with my colleagues the other day. They're all like, but how do you put those outfits together? And I was like my colleague was asking me about a top I was wearing. Yep, got this 6 years ago and I still have it. So it's one of those things, like, I'm one of those people who, if things don't have holes in and they don't smell weird and I can still wear them, I'll wear them, you know? Maybe not this year, maybe not next week, but I will wear them again eventually. So that's sort of how clothing works in my brain. I definitely always buy for the long term, in case you're wondering. So a lot of clothes actually in my wardrobe I've had for years. Like the jeans that you saw me, like I put them back on for the outerwear pieces. These are Urban Outfitters. I think I've had them for 6-7 years. They still fit. I still like them. I still have my very first pair of Dr. Martens that I got, 15 years ago? So I tend to buy things and then hang on to things, especially if I still enjoy them. I do weed through my closet every once in a while to get rid of things that I don't like, but I did massive declutters in the past 2 to 3 years to really sort of narrow it down and have the things I truly love. So I don't really feel like that I have to get rid of a lot now, or that I have to buy too many things. It's just like, see, nice little hole there, and then I just very targetedly buy that item. And then I can also wait until that item rolls around. So, yeah, thanks for watching today. I hope to see you again really, really soon with a new video. So stay tuned because next week I will be back. So see you then. Bye-bye.